Baki Rahen chapter 7 dropped early, which is brilliant. And it left off where we see Hinata's well-detailed toes, just kick his own jacket at Kosho. Kosho slices it up. So, that's just Motobe style, or pro wrestling type. Yeah, Hinata just smiles from that, like Motobe's still watching. Kosho then says, professional wrestling and martial arts. Located at the opposite poles, the Motobe style is an exception. Explosives, rope, shuriken, shooting. It's like professional wrestling. Don't know what he means by that, exactly. But Hinata replies, the hidden weapon is Mr. Motobe's patent. Bare hands, not carrying a weapon. The Hinata faction. I'm not sure if my translation is right, but the Hinata faction considers unarmedness the most important. And Mr. Shinogi, I think you are mistaken. In principle, professional wrestling does not cause injury to the opponent. Pro wrestling is fighting theater. As you can see, it is the opposite of martial arts. You both are really talkative. Like, oh my god, Motobe is literally like how I feel. He's like, Hinata is doing so much talking. He's been talking so much since he came back. Kosho literally decides to break the tension, kicking Hinata, catching him off guard, but Hinata just, dodges that once again. The amount of times he dodged a surprise attack is quite a lot, actually. It's crazy. But Kosho still goes for more attacks, and Hinata, these are not just regular attacks, these are cord-cutting attacks, because you see by the swirl on his arm, and he's just continuing with the flurry of attacks. Keep in mind that even though Hinata blocks, he would still get damaged by the slashes. And Kosho goes for another one, but Hinata is too fast, and he wants that counter. Grapples Kosho to the ground once again. But this one was looking extra aggressive. I don't know how we did. Kosho is just too good. He catches himself before knocking into the ground at high speeds, back into standing position. It's amazing. The stab I made with the intention of finishing it off. Not only did you avoid it, I didn't mean I meant you. Even trying to counterattack me with an extremely powerful throwaway. I tried it with a bazooka. Bazooka? Now here he's comparing Hanayama to a literal bazooka, but I think that's even an understatement. But it's not a joke. Yep, see here he's been cut up. That's why I told you, no matter if he blocks or parries, he's gonna get sliced. Unless his skin is tough enough. I would have defended it first. Look, my hands and feet look like this. Ah man, he's not looking too stellar right now. I'll be honest. Hinata's not looking too stellar, but Kosho is looking very stellar. I never thought it would be this sharp. It's Shinogi Ryu. Shinogi Ryu. Motobe stops the spar, so-called spar, out of the realm of sparring, he says. Yeah, because it's not really sparring anymore. It's like we're taking it too far. Leave it here. Wasn't it based on the assumption of real combat? Foolish thing. Yes? Assumption is assumption. It's not real. Yeah, Motobe has a point. You think something is, doesn't mean it actually is. Unless it's proven otherwise. What they're doing now is a spar, it's not really the case. Because look at Hinata. Bleeding everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but he's bleeding a bit. Quite a bit. Man, what a great chapter. I'm glad that's over. We can finally move on to Kosho versus Jack. But I'm glad this ended in a way both fighters are still on relatively, good-looking terms. They look stellar, both fighters still. Nobody got downplayed in this fight, but it still looks like Kosho had the edge. Even though Hinata he didn't look too bad. He was doing pretty well. I can respect that. The strong is the beautiful.